Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nikia and I'm known as BeautyCutright. And on this channel, I talk about anything from beauty, fashion, fitness, and lifestyle. And today's video is going to be about fitness. I'm actually standing right in the middle of, well, not quite in the middle, up against this wall. I love this wall, but I'm standing in my new decorated, new design, new everything gym. I will be doing a video tour and everything of this space in another video, but I wanted to talk about the weight loss struggles, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit more information of what my struggle has been over the past couple of months or so. So let's get into it. So I'm going to try my best to make this story as short as I possibly can. But at the beginning of my weight loss journey in 2009, I believe, 2009, 2010 area, I weighed 220 pounds. I was 170 pounds before, and then I shot up to 220 during my marriage. At that time, I was getting kids coming, my stepkids were in the home, and that's when I decided that I needed to change my lifestyle, my habits, the way I eat, the way I do things, in order to be a good example to children that were going to be in the home. So that was my thought pattern on it. So I was 220 pounds, and I dropped down pretty quickly to 150 pounds. At that time, I was somewhere around 33, 34, somewhere in that area. I'm kind of like guessing because I'm 41 now, but I dropped down to 150 pounds, and then once I started doing bodybuilding for my competition and started to get myself together to prep for my first competition, I shot up to 170 pounds. And there was a bit of a struggle getting down to 143 pounds, which was what my weight was when I did my first bodybuilding competition. And shortly after that competition, unfortunately, life kind of fell apart for me. My marriage, I lost the kids, all that those things happened. But I gained my certification to be a nutrition coach. So I am a nutritionist. I do understand nutrition. I do understand how the habits can change and what works for you and what doesn't work for you according to your personal circumstance. So I'm thinking about going back into doing that again, but I want to build up enough content to you guys in order for you to trust me. I'm just going to be real with it. I've done a lot of videos on my old fitness channel because I'm bringing everything here. So we're starting off with this part of it. But 143 pounds was my weight at the competition. I got up to only about 150 pounds and was able to stick at that weight for almost a year, pretty much a year. And just recently, since 2020 has come around, I turned 41. Before I even turned 41, once I turned 40, it just seems like the weight was creeping. And I jumped up to 170 pounds, then I jumped up to 80, and then now I'm back to 170 pounds. So I'm starting to understand that my body is fine with this weight number, even though it's not my goal is to look at that number for my progress. But I noticed the way my body composition is totally different from my 170 before my competition and my 170 now. I'm holding at 30% body fat, which for some people that is somewhat healthy, but that's a little bit high, and that's high for me. I'm honestly not comfortable at what my body composition is showing me. I'm not all bad, but my waistline area is driving me insane. And the reason that I know that all of this percentage of weight has crept up on me has a lot to do with the change of my habits, and not to mention the fact that I am 41, and usually the two things that kind of mess us all up, including myself, is bad habits, not getting enough sleep, and just not understanding how your hormones play a part as you get older. Your metabolism tends to slow down after a certain age. So for those of you who have lost weight in your younger years and you got to 40 and you're getting higher and higher in age and it's starting to get harder and harder to lose weight, trust me, I understand, because I'm at that point right now. And for those of you who are like, I've always struggled with losing weight, never got to that point. Now that I'm older and I'm dealing with other health issues as well as a slow metabolism, I definitely understand your situation too, because it has a lot to do with your lifestyle and your habits. So for me, there's some things that have definitely crept in as bad habits for me is sugar, drinking my calories. What are some other things that not doing enough cardio or not moving enough? Even though I do bodybuilding, even though I lift weights, you know, I do a little bit of cardio here and there. To be honest, it was just not as much as it needed to be based off the fact that my hormonal balance and things have changed, that my metabolism is a tad bit slower than it was when I was 33 years old. Yeah, so that's the gist of it, guys. I wanted to share with you guys some things that I'm pretty sure would help you if you are starting or restarting this weight loss journey over. I am doing it. I've been trying to do it several different times, but I'm understanding the number one goal that you want to have is balance, period. Balance, and I should say patience, but balance is the key, because if you have a balance, you will start to see the results. Just stop focusing on the number and start focusing on the fact that you need to change your lifestyle a certain way in order to reap the benefits of what those habits are going to do for you. So I have about, let me see, I have about 5 things. Well, I'll say 4. I'll say 4 because it's the 5th one I've already mentioned. So I have 4 things that you guys probably want to ask yourself. I've asked myself this exact same question before I decided to do this video, and I said, let me share this. 4 things you want to ask yourself in order to see progress in your weight loss, because these things are a struggle for us, and I'm pretty sure you want to know how I'm planning to combat these struggles. Number 1, you have habits that you do on autopilot that are benefiting you, and you have some that are not benefiting you whatsoever. Being mentally, emotionally, and physically aware of what you are doing that is causing the weight gain, or that may be making it hard for you to do the things that you really want to do in order to see a change in your physique, you need to change your habits. You need to look at your habits and decide which ones you're going to keep and replace the ones that are not the best for you. This takes work, period. This is not a self-talk thing. This is something you have to do action. You have to write it down and you have to do it. So my advice to you is to write some habits down that you want to change, and then find something that you can replace, whatever habit that means. It could be, I'm going to stop going to a fast food restaurant every time I don't feel like I have enough time to cook or do anything. Your habit should be plan ahead of time. Probably go to the grocery store at least once or twice out of the week and cook your own food. Make time for the things that are necessary for you to reach your goals. There is no excuse. There's no other thing besides just doing what you need to do. So when I talk also about habits, you really have to sit down and think, do I really want to put in the work that's required to get where I want to go? If you are in this not sure or this I need motivation thing, trust me, motivation does not work whatsoever. Habits work. Learn to develop better habits. That's my number 1 tip for you guys. Change your habits. Adopt a different one that's going to get you closer to your goals, and do it at all costs. If it means that you have to work out at least 4 days out of the week, Find those 4 days out of the week that makes it very easy for you to do that, and do it even when you don't feel like it, because you're not going to feel like it. You don't want to do it. The truth is, you really don't want to do it. I am used to the habit of working out. That is my habit. But my bad habit has a lot to do with my nutrition and diet at times, because I am currently in a relationship. So this kind of things kind of happens. So yeah, let's go on to number 2. Diet. Check your diet. There's so many different diet styles out there, but I will say the most effective one is the calories in versus calories out idea. You can choose to do keto, low carb, intermittent fasting, it does not matter what you choose to do. The focus really should be on eating clean foods, meaning eating foods that the Creator has made for your body. Fruits, vegetables, lean protein if you are a meat eater. If you're not a meat eater, you're going to have to find other ways to supplement for protein, because protein helps satiate you, and it also helps you to build muscle. It also helps with recovery. It helps with a whole lot of things. So you don't have to eat meat to get protein in. You just need to do your research to get it done. Some things I had to ask myself: are you eating clean? Yes, I am. Are you controlling your calorie intake by practicing portion control? So, portion control for me, not a big thing. The problem is I am eating some foods more often than I used to. Like, let's be honest, like candy is one of them. But you need to look at your diet. You need to make sure that you are eating clean. You also want to make sure that you're controlling your calorie intake by portion control. You can use MyFitnessPal. There's a couple of other apps that you can use that would help you to be able to calculate and get an idea of how many calories you're taking in, and your daily expenditure in a sense of how active you are will put you in a caloric deficit. But you definitely want to see how many calories are you taking in. You may be taking in too much. So if you don't want to calculate and you know you're eating pretty clean, it may be best that you stick with only clean foods. Cut out the sugary things and the stuff that does not work for you, for your body in a sense. And definitely go off into just paying attention to portion control. Now, I do have a video on portion control. Check it out. It's a video on portion control, and this video definitely helped me, and I shared it with you guys, and I'm sure it has helped hundreds of women. On if you don't feel like calculating what you're eating, you can just pay attention to portion control just using your palm and your 5 fingers. You need to get moving. We more than likely have very sedentary jobs. For me, as a serial entrepreneur building businesses and things, I'm always sitting in front of the computer. With that being said, I just said I'm always sitting. So I try to be as active and moving around as much as I possibly can. I don't find it a good balance in my life to go to the gym twice a day or any of that, because I want to make sure that I'm there when I'm taking care of businesses. That's my spiel on it. But you need to get moving. You need to find an exercise program or plan that you enjoy doing and make it a routine at least 3 to 4 times a week. Even if you can't find something that works for you or that you enjoy doing, so it'll make you want to do it because you enjoy doing it, walking for 30 minutes 3 days out the week is one of the best benefits you can get. If you can walk every day for 30 minutes, focus that, you will see progress. You do have to be patient, but we all know that walking is one of the ways that you can lose weight a little bit faster. It helps with your stress level if you are using that time to listen to calming music or to consume content that helps with self-development. There's a lot of things you can do in that 30 minutes while you're walking because we have so much technology. But you can also use a cardio machine if you like going to the gym. Don't feel like, oh, I'm just a cardio person all the time. That's your starting point. Start there first. And then eventually you are going to want to create a program for yourself that allows you to build muscle, because building muscle helps to speed up your metabolism. Also, working out intensely, high intensity interval training, HIIT workouts, HIIT training, that speeds your metabolism up. So for women that are over 40 and you're getting close to the area of where, premenopause, or you're even dealing with menopausal symptoms and things like that, hormones and hormone imbalances, and one of them is your metabolism slows tremendously, and it causes you to gain a lot of weight in your waistline. So get active, guys. Walk. Don't worry about all of this different things that is going to get you to lose the weight faster. Find a balance. Walk every day for 30 minutes or walk 3 days out of the week for 30 minutes. That's a good habit to get started with. And then eventually start doing some research into training, bodybuilding training or weightlifting, just to tone and build muscle so you can start to speed up your metabolism just a little bit more. Last but not least, your stress level. Now, it's understandable that we cannot, what's the word I want to say? We can't alleviate all stresses. Emotional stress, mental stress, physical stress. Even working out is a stress. If you don't realize it, it's a stressor on the body too. So you gotta find times to take rest. One of the rest periods you really need to focus on is getting 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours of quality sleep is very, very important for your rest. You don't have to go to the gym and work balls to the wall every day, because that is a stressor, and if you don't give your body enough time to rest and recover, there is no way you're going to see any kind of results. You're just going to cause your health issues to be more noticeable. So, and that may be a good thing or a bad thing, because if they're noticeable, then you can rectify it because you see what's going on. But you have to do something in order to see what you got to learn from what works best for you. So sleep is one of the things that we don't get enough of, especially if we are, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to say especially if we are. I think it doesn't matter whether you're single, you work a full-time job, you do a lot of different things, you wear a lot of hats, you're in a relationship, same thing. You are married with children, not married with children. I mean, as women, we just deal with a lot of things, and we tend to not take care of ourselves first by making sure we get enough rest. Sometimes you're going to have to say no to certain things in order to get the proper rest that you need. So this helps with stress. You have to find the time to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep so your body can recover, your mental capacity can recover, and your emotional stability can recover if you're going through anything in these areas, mental or emotionally, that's causing you discomfort and just causing you a stressful life. So those are things that you definitely want to pay attention to, but sleep is very much one of them. So I hope that helped you out a little bit, much, hopefully. But if you would like to learn more when it comes to your habits, to your diet, to exercise and training, please join the Listen community. The Listen community is a group. It's free to everyone. If you are watching this video, just look down below for the link so that you can join. The Listen community is a group of women. We're about 400 plus strong, and we are a group of women that support each other on just about any and everything when it comes to health and fitness, when it comes to money and finance, when it comes to building businesses, or just having an overall lifestyle that is beneficial to you. And I want you to come and join us there, because we are going to be having a live discussion. What I use is Zoom. It's an application where we get to see each other's faces and we get to comment. We can hear each other by voice. So it's a conferencing style application. And and we are going to talk furthermore on weight loss struggles. And we have women of all different ages, all different weights, all different lifestyles, and we're just going to get down to the nitty-gritty about it. We're going to actually talk about what our struggles are and how we can actually fix these struggles or combat these struggles if possible. But because we all have tried different things, whether they've been coached by me or, you know, just watching with what I'm doing and finding things that work for them, you may actually hear some really good advice from others on what they did to combat a particular situation. So please look down below for that link, join that community, because we are going to be talking about these things. More than likely it will be Saturday. You'll be able to get the link to that once you join the group. Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I'm going to be doing that live, and that's what we're going to be talking about. So give this video a thumbs up if this helped you out in any way. I'm going to be discussing even more about, you know, my personal endeavors and habits and things that I'm going to be changing so I can get down to not necessarily my goal weight, which was really originally 150, or right now I want to get down to 160. But again, the number on the scale is not something that I'm most focused on. I'm more focused on my physique, and even though I'm toned everywhere, it's just my midsection is driving me a tad bit crazy. Yeah, it's flat stomach, but I don't like the feeling of the jiggle, and I'm just gonna be real with you. I know I'm not the only one, but I'm talking from someone who has lost the weight, and now I'm going back into doing it again. And you know, no big deal. You just got to do what you got to do. So I understand that age is a major factor for me. I understand genetics is a major factor for me. I want you guys to understand that for yourselves on a nutrition level. Come join us, and I will see you in that group. And hopefully I'll see most of you Saturday when I share that link in that group. Again, look down below. Thumbs up, share if you think this video would help someone else, or if they would need this, if they need the support and the help from this group that we're offering, share. And I'll see you guys in the next live video or in the next video. Bye.